2 here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On play action. Now Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to Lazard. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second down, a run with Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Gets past one man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now, they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 35. 62 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 3. Straight ahead is Hall.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Now Allen. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
A give running right is Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check it out,
One more time with Hall.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 3. Greg Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He's got a man complete. Now San Francisco are going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Coming to you. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Check 26, check 26. Deuce. Check.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Target.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Check three. Switch gears. Set. Yeah. 88.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You. Mike, Switch it.
Snap comes at 1. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal post, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Guerrero. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Purdy will throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. A pickup of about 3 yards. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Running left, it's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a carry for Allen.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to throw. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
2nd and 11.
To throw is Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's a give to Hall. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, a run with Hall.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jermaine Johnson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Switch.
Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. Check 44. Check 43.
Purdy to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. To throw is Purdy. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Niners, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.